This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will, and there's a horse in the background.
And today is Throwback Thursday. I'm going to say that weird every time.
I just realized I didn't say Wildcard Wednesdays last week. Yesterday, I mean.
Oh, well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, Throwback Thursday. Today is all about...
Nintendo of America.
Established when?
1980.
Which is how many years ago?
Approximately 40.
Approximately 40. 40 years ago was when Nintendo of America was established. Approximately. Because we don't know the exact day of the year or month or anything. That's why I feel comfortable just covering this in January. Seems appropriate. And we got the gaming historian video on Rob the Robot in the background here. Because we want to talk about the impact Nintendo of America has had on the video games industry worldwide and America and on our own lives. So
basically, it's pretty negligible. I think if Nintendo didn't exist, we would actually be in a better place.
Oh, yeah. Far less distractions, that's for sure. So, Nintendo launched the Famicom in Japan, all right? And they wanted to break into the American market. And I don't know the exact details, but from what my fuzzy memories can conjure up in my mind, essentially they tried to broker a deal with Atari to bring the Nintendo to the Americas and sell it under the Atari brand. With them being an unproven competitor in the States, Atari said, nah, we're good. Hey, look, he's saying the exact same thing I'm saying. I'm going to get rid of the subtitle so we can't look like we're literally copying this guy. There we go. But that's funny because he used the exact words I use. I can't believe that.
It's like we've seen the video or something.
I have seen this video, so this might be part of my fuzzy details. Sorry.
Yeah, I watched all of his
Gaming
videos
Historian,
too.
I'm not trying to steal your thunder, all right? Go watch Gaming Historian's video. But anyways, they wanted to market it in the States, and they didn't really have a game plan. They didn't really have a good understanding of the American market. So as part of their plan to start selling in the States, which they want to do they already had arcades established in the States. I believe they were selling like maybe Donkey Kong was already
it was
out.
Donkey Kong, yep.
And it did really well. So Nintendo was like, we need to get over there with this Famicom thing. And the Famicom, its design format was cool, but it was definitely Japanese. All right. And Japanese design, not the most popular in the Americas at the time. So what they did was...
Yeah, well, there's some historical precedents for that.
Sure. So what they did was they broke into the market by creating Nintendo of America and releasing what we know as the Nintendo Entertainment System, which looks significantly different than the Famicom. Family computer. It's got the loader tray that looks like a computer with a cartridge that plugs into it, which
looks like a gray box.
Yeah, it does. It looks more like a computer than a gaming console. But it also was sold with accessories that allowed it to be in the toy aisle.
Yes.
Which is the story of Rob the Robot. Go watch Gaming Historian. He's awesome. Way more awesome than us. And he won't talk to me on Twitter. Oh, well.
You bastard.
Whoa, don't say that.
Hey, I said mustard.
Oh, mustard, okay. Colonel Mustard. All right, so the whole idea they were going for, that was a really neat prototype. I didn't remember that being there before. So the Rob the Robot put him in the toy aisle because the Americans had a distaste for gaming consoles after Atari put out what was a great console at first, but then got a boatload of shovelware.
Yeah, that, and also there's about 1,000 different ones that were all terrible. They didn't have a system in place making sure the games were actually good.
No quality control.
Quality control, yep.
Nintendo, with Nintendo of America, released the Nintendo Entertainment System. Was it in 84? 83? I can't remember. Let's see. If I can spell Google right. No, 83. So they were the only successful console to release in 1983. Oh, wait. That was the Famicom. I wonder when it released the NES. Let's see. 85. Okay, I was right. I was like,
that makes more
released
sense,
in 83. So after the video game crash of 1983, Nintendo wanted to release the NES in the Americas at the right time with the right design.
Mm-hmm.
So they did with the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the rest is history. Video over. The end. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think we need to really hit on the point though, is that like video games were dead in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
And Nintendo basically single-handedly brought it back. So everything that comes after that is really because of Nintendo.
And quite frankly, it's more because of Nintendo of America than any other subsidiary in the company. Because if you, as Adam stated in our podcast with him, the United States, Japan, Europe, Australia, Canada, those are basically the biggest video game consuming countries on the planet. At least when it comes to consoles. If you don't have market share in one of those territories, your console is essentially not a worldwide console. It's a niche console for each country it releases in at that point. And slowly over time, the market would do this. You wouldn't have a universal market. You'd have essentially this system's over here, this system's over here. It would not lead. It would lead to essentially a bunch of independent developers, independent systems with no clear consistency. So Nintendo established a dominance in the market, starting with the NES, and their quality control, which prevented crapware from making it to the console. So that basically saved the industry in the U.S.
It did. And then Sega tried to destroy it again.
Well, they wanted to beat Nintendo. They didn't necessarily destroy the confidence in... They destroyed the confidence in Sega, for sure.
Yeah, they did.
But they didn't destroy the confidence in the video game industry. I mean, Nintendo continued to sell. No problem. Although Nintendo did create their biggest competitor because of their strict licensing quality control. So, Nintendo of America, what impacts do you see on the gaming industry from Nintendo, Will?
Just from the Nintendo in general? Joystick?
Joystick. You mean the D-pad?
Basically every game genre. Obviously PlayStation. I mean, you mentioned it already, but that's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
And then them crushing Sega created Xbox. So, I mean, they really created their own competitors, and they created the industry.
Yeah, it's pretty true. On top of that, their fallout with Sony caused one of the greatest, hilariously bad Zelda trilogies to ever come out.
Oh no, not those ones.
The Zelda CDI games.
And the Mario games too.
Oh yeah, the Hotel Mario. It was just one. They had a second one. It was some Mario platforming game, and it's mostly complete. They found a demo online somewhere.
Oh, cool.
But it doesn't have an ending, and some of the levels just go on forever, so it's not officially playable. I think somebody is working on actually finishing the game, but we'll see if that ever comes out. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo of America basically put the industry on its back and saved video games as we know them.
Yep.
What impact does Nintendo of America have on you, Will?
Well, I mean, they make one of my favorite series, Zelda.
It wasn't always one of your favorite series.
No, it wasn't. I'm a recent adopter, but I'm really, really enjoying it. And I guess the biggest impact that it had on me was definitely the N64. I mean, that was the system that I grew up with. And that was when I was first introduced to the joystick. That was when I was first introduced to things like
Dude, it's not a joystick, okay? It's the analog stick.
Okay.
Joystick is like old school Atari.
All right.
That's what killed the industry.
Analog stick, okay? Everyone refers to them as joysticks. Don't even try to correct. Yes, they do. Everyone knows what you're talking about when you say joystick.
Comment below if you think it's a joystick or an analog stick.
It's like a common term. It applies to both things. You just have to know the situation. Yeah, of course you can look this up.
Analog stick is
yes, right. I'm right. I knew it. Chris is probably gonna cut this out, so no one else is gonna know I'm right. Anyway, so that platformers. I mean, that was the first system I played platformers on. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's got the most recognizable characters: Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and it's really like most other companies are just imitating what Nintendo did.
This is all I have to say about Nintendo of America. Reggie got up on stage at a Nintendo conference. Nintendo of America, head of Nintendo of America said, "My body is ready." And I have had so much respect for that man ever since. I mean, he literally took a meme and said, you know what? I'll be the meme.
Yep.
He embraced fully the fandom, the industry, everybody that loves Nintendo. And this guy was Nintendo for me.
It's sad that he retired.
It is. It's very sad, but he's still like repping Nintendo.
But now Bowser's in charge.
Bowser has taken the castle. Your princess is not here. But yeah, I mean, Reggie was like great. I mean, Nintendo of America always had the best presentations because Reggie was there. He just knew how to handle a crowd, and
He just seems like such a genuine dude.
He was. He definitely seems like. And Billy's got a picture with him. I'm jealous.
Unacceptable.
But yeah, I mean, Nintendo, one of the most beloved companies in the gaming industry ever.
Oh, the light guns. I had those.
I love the light guns. They're awesome.
With Duck Hunter.
Duck Hunt?
Duck Hunt, whatever.
Super I think Mario it was actually and Duck Hunt.
It was a dual cartridge, actually. I think it came with Mario and
and Duck Hunt. Yep. So, anyways, with that being said, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And we will see you
at next CHRILLCAST.